I'm live with Nexus Tech Talk. Hi, I'm Simbiat Bashir. People know me mostly as Simbi Goes to School. A little bit about me. I have many interests in digital skills. I ventured into skills like video editing, 3D animation, graphics design even. But most of all, I am a UI UX designer. I'm also a fashion entrepreneur and an event anchor. I am into public speaking as it's one of my superpowers. As for work, I work at All for Tech Empowerment Foundation as a community manager for digital protection. In that community, what we do is we raise awareness on internet safety and we champion digital inclusivity for underserved communities. That's a little bit about me. So, what inspired me to become a UI UX designer is simply the love for visual design. Back in 2020, during the coronavirus, everywhere was, everyone was in isolation. I was in school at the time in the university, but I had to go back home. So, being left alone with a laptop, access to the internet, I always moved around online looking for new things, trying to discover. And that was when I stumbled upon side hustle internship to learn digital skills, where I selected UI UX design as the skill I was going to learn for 3 weeks. And that was how my journey as a UI UX designer started. What has been my biggest challenge in UI UX design as a career journey has been creativity. There are a lot of UI UX designers out there and they are killing it, like designs on another level. I try my best to meet up to the standards, but creativity I think has been one of the most challenging aspects for me as a UI UX designer, amongst other challenges. But then we're pulling through. How I take care of my mental health while building. Okay, well, when it comes to mental health, I think I'm someone who I love being busy and I love being busy doing what I love. And UI UX design is has been such a great part of my mental health journey because I think back then in 2020 when I was going through, you know, a lot of I won't really call it depression, but it was a period where I had a very inactive kind of life. But having UI UX design come into the picture, it kind of like helped me to to find what's interesting about life again. So right now, how I'm able to keep myself mentally active is by doing my work as a UI UX designer, getting new gigs, delivering designs, um, sometimes designing for fun, just to feel good. UI UX design is the mental health for me. Okay, a project I am most proud of is a project I worked on back in 2023 that opened a lot of doors for me. Back when I competed for the NASA Space Apps Challenge 2023, I had designed a prototype for a particular project as a challenge for the 2-day hackathon, and I pitched that prototype to the judges, which helped me to secure second place in the competition in 2023. So I think that's one of my proudest projects or prototypes I've ever built using my skills as a web designer. So when it comes to the evolution of web design in the next 3 to 5 years, when it comes to the evolution of jobs generally, we can see AI playing a major role in, so many aspects. AI is taking over, and it is, ever most demanding that if you want to keep your head in the game, you have to be a professional when it comes to artificial intelligence. So, for how UI UX design will transform in the next 3 to 5 years, I see AI playing a major role in that. It's already doing a lot of things, changing so much. Like one of the tools I use for UI UX design is Figma. And right now, Figma has incorporated AI into the software, which is called Figma Make. It changes the whole process, because all you have to do is give it a prompt, and before you know it, you have gotten a number of interfaces already prepared for you. And I think that's something that is revolutionary right now, and then in the next 3 to 5 years it would be much more than we can imagine now. That's why I see the role I have to play in all this as making sure I become familiar with artificial intelligence, how to use AI to the best of my advantage in my as a UI UX designer. And that's to that effect, I have enrolled in an artificial intelligence course, so I don't get left out and I will be able to move along with the flow and stay in the game. My area of focus as a UI UX designer is all encompassing. I don't think you can decide to just focus solely on user research or visual design. You have to play a role in all of it to meet client demands. The design tool I love the most is Figma. I can't currently say I have a design stack at the moment, but Figma is my go-to design tool for UI UX design. I'm extremely familiar with Figma as a tool for web design. Unfortunately, I have not experimented with other tools. I happen to be someone who I stick to something that gives me results. As a matter of New Year resolution, I'm trying to change that mindset and explore and get creative and try to build my knowledge when it comes to design tools. Let's just say in the last year, I had a break from my core tech skill as a UI UX designer. But this year, I'm looking to make myself, you know, looking to learning more. I'm looking to working on more projects. I'm looking to securing more gigs. And inshallah, I'm looking to become much more professional in what I do as a web designer. I'm live with Nexus Tech Talk.